Nothing is visible from above. The vine stands in rows on a warm slope, leaves full, fruit setting, and a meter beneath it the roots are being taken apart. Grape Phylloxera, pale yellow, wingless, and smaller than a poppy seed, has found the fine feeder roots in the dark and locked its stylet into the tissue. It does not simply drink. Its saliva rewrites the root's growth, forcing the cells around the puncture to swell into a hooked gall, a knot of tissue that exists only to feed the insect inside it. On one root there are 40. On the root beside it, more. The vine is being farmed in its own soil by something it cannot sense. It has tried everything. The vine pushes new feeder roots out past the damage, and the insects follow them down and gall them within days. It thickens the root cortex, and the stylet is longer than the thickening. Above ground, nothing looks wrong for a whole season, and that is the cruelty of it. The vine keeps making leaves and fruit with a supply line that is being cut behind it. Then the galls begin to split. Every crack is an opening, and the soil is full of fungi that were never a threat to an intact root. They enter the wounds and spread through the tissue, turning it soft and dark. The feeder roots rot away by the meter. Leaves yellow between the veins, the fruit shrivels early, and the vine starves standing up. But the Phylloxera refuses to leave. Finally, 3 rows away, an insect makes the same attack on a different vine, and something else happens. This vine came from the forests of North America. From soil where Phylloxera has existed for as long as grapes have. Its roots have met this animal before, across millions of years, and they remember it in the only way roots can. When the stylet goes in, the tissue does not swell into a comfortable gall. Around the puncture, ordinary root cells stop what they are doing and begin, almost immediately, to build a wall. Layer by layer, a sheet of cork forms beneath the feeding site. Corky cells are dead cells, thick-walled and waterproof, and they are laid down in a curved plate directly under the insect, sealing the wound off from the living tissue behind it. The stylet is now drawing from a chamber that has been disconnected from the rest of the root. Nothing arrives. The insect stays where it is, feeding on a supply that is no longer being refilled, and slowly its body flattens. Above it, the cork thickens. Below it, the root goes on growing as though nothing happened, pushing white and clean past the sealed patch. When the gall dies, it does not split, because there is no swelling left to burst. It simply dries and lifts away, taking the insect with it, and the surface beneath is closed. Soil fungi arrive at that surface and find nothing to enter. This is the whole difference. One root answers an attack by feeding it. The other answers by amputating the tissue under the wound before the wound can open. Neither vine can move, and neither can fight, and only one is still alive at the end of the season. Through the winter, the American roots keep working. Sugar moves down into them and is stored. And in spring, it moves back up. And the vine leafs out into a canopy that no longer thins by August. The fine white feeder roots regrow into soil that still holds Phylloxera, and they are galled again, and each gall is walled off again, and the arithmetic never turns. The leaves stay green into autumn. Bunches fill out and ripen evenly, sugar climbing week by week, skins going dark and dusty with bloom. Beneath everything, unseen, a root that was attacked all season is thicker than it was in spring. For the vine, a wall built in the dark is the whole harvest. For the Phylloxera, the American root is a meal that closes before it can finish, and it moves on to easier soil. For the vineyards of the world, this single difference in root tissue is why almost every wine grape alive today grows on American roots with European wood grafted above them. The old vines did not lose because they were weaker. They lost because they had never met this animal and had no reason to expect it. In nature's quiet battles, memory is the only real defense.